Hey guys, it's Heat Dude, and I guess I wanted to do another video where I guess this is Sega Games Volume 2, me talking about Comix Zone. I don't know if you guys actually remember playing this game, but I straight up do, because I guess it came out in 1995, 5 years before I was even born, so it wasn't even really that long before I came in the world when people were still playing this game or when it was released, but I mean, it seems like this is when Sega still had a handle on actual good games. Or, I don't know. Again, maybe most of their games are actually still pretty good. Um, but Comic Zone is like, oh my god, it was like nothing. When I started playing, it was like nothing I've ever seen before. Or like unlike anything I've ever seen before. It was just basically like an entire comic book made into a video game. And like the gameplay was like, oh my god, it was like, I guess people said it was like a 16-bit game because again, yeah, a lot of games that were being made in the 80s and 90s were all 8-bit, 16-bit or something. um, but again, like I remember how fun it was, but sometimes, I mean, I know people actually said this game is underrated, and I'm like, I agree, but sometimes I actually remember having a pain in the ass kind of time with this game, even in level one. It's like, I don't know, I haven't played the game honestly in so long, but I really have played it. And this is what I remember from my experience, even just playing from level one. And it's just like I would either get blown up or freaking like basically just get the shit beat out of me by a bunch of enemies, and I don't know. It's like I remember it being a bit of a pain in the ass. And I could be wrong, but I think I heard they actually not only had the game, but they had a comic book as well. And I'm like, I was just thinking they should have made a Comic Zone comic book. Because again, it's called Comics Zone, so it makes a lot of sense. And I don't know if you've ever played a console like this, but I played the game on a at Games Sega Mega Drive classic game console. It was a console that my mom and stepdad got me, and I'm like, I was actually pretty impressed with what they had on the console. I just didn't know at Games was a shithole of a company. But I guess it was like developed in 1995 or something, and I'm assuming just from the language of it that it was like maybe developed in Japan. I'm not sure. Maybe that's where it was developed from. But again, another thing I had a pain in the ass of a time was, and it kind of reminds me of the Lego games, but like even just getting like a high score on the game, and it's just like it was just obviously because I fucking died and some shit, and and again I don't hate that, but it was just like I don't know, it was a straight up annoyance. But I remember I think basically I don't know, it was there was a villain called Mortis or something. Again, I'm just now finding this out for the first time, so I'm like, again, I just really looked it up on Google because I really did not know the name of him. Um, but I don't know. I mean, I never really got to Lily fighting that big baddie because, like, I would always literally die seconds after I started level one, and it just like, I don't know. Again, I don't hate the game. I love the game, but it's like having to deal with that shit would just straight up an annoying pain in the ass thing at times. So, I guess that's it today for me talking about the 1995 Sega game Comic Zone. I don't know if I'll do a part two to this, even though this is already a part two to another series. So I guess leave a comment down below. Subscribe, share. I'll see all you guys later. Peace out.